another question. I noticed the 5% risk per day. For a beginner, what percentage would you recommend risking per day? Okay, great question. Let's get that up quickly, seeing as you're asking. The short answer, as a rule of thumb, if you're a beginner, you shouldn't be trading live capital. So that's the first thing. Don't trade live capital. You don't need to trade live capital. Nowadays, you can pretty much sit on a simulator for a year, learning, getting an edge before you put your money live. The short answer is, in terms of what percentage to risk, it depends on two things. Number one, your level of experience, and then number two, what your account objectives are. Okay, if you're someone that wants to double an account every year, or you want to have 300, 400% gains, you're going to need to risk a much higher degree of your account than someone who just wants to make 10% a year. Okay, so it all depends on your objectives as a trader. If you're a full-time day trader, then yes, you are going to risk more because you're in the business of risking. However, as a rule of thumb, what I say to traders is you never want to risk less than 2.5% on a daily basis, and you never want to risk more than 5%. Why? Well, because you can achieve most objectives with risking 5% of your account. And if you're risking less than 2.5%, the reality is that you've got to pay for data. You've got to pay for charts. You've got to pay for your Tradelo membership. These things cost money. So the reality is, if you're risking less than 2.5%, by nature of sort of how market returns work, most of your returns are going to go to paying for your subscription, your fee, your brokerage commissions. Okay, so the lower bound 2.5%, the upper bound 5%.